Hi, I'm Howard Marlowe, and I'm co-host of The Inner Loop. I want to talk with you about an issue that is on the front page of many newspapers, and it's called the fiscal cliff. Sometimes it's referred to by its more formal name, sequestration. And what it means is automatic budget cuts at the federal level. And everybody wants to have government spending less money. But on the other hand, the issue is, how is it going to impact you? And how is it going to be done? Is it going to be done by pushing people off the cliff, or the issue off the cliff and saying whatever happens, happens? Or is it going to be done in a more rational way? Here's what happened. About a year ago, Congress could not agree on how it wanted to reduce the deficit, so it said, we'll give ourselves about a year, and by January 2nd, 2013, if we can't agree, then these cuts happen automatically. They're basically going to take about $109 billion, and we're going to say a year they've got to be sliced automatically across the board for most agencies, both defense, half of it from defense, half of it from non-defense. Okay, that's serious in terms of the amount of money, because it's going to go over a 9-year period. And so you always take a look basically at $1 trillion, and you say, oh, that's a lot more than I can think about. Well, the fact is it's going to have an impact on you in a very serious way. The cuts do not apply to Social Security. They don't apply to Medicaid, and they don't apply to a number of the programs that affect lower income people. But they do apply to Medicare. There is a mandatory cut in Medicare. It is a limited cut, but it is there. And they apply to a number of other government programs that affect you. Now, how's it going to happen? Well, it happens automatically. It doesn't happen at all. If they can't agree between today and January 2nd, the they being Congress and the President, about how those cuts are going to take place, what they are going to do, then they take place automatically. Then we rely on the administration to decide how it wants those cuts to take place. They put out a report back after Labor Day saying that they really haven't had enough time to look at exactly how they wanted to have them impact. But remember, the campaign was still going on, so in fact, they weren't going to say too much about the details. But the fact is that they were saying that there are going to be anywhere between 7.5% cuts for agencies to almost 10% cuts. Those are serious level of cuts when you're talking about budgets that are understandably in the billions of dollars, but nevertheless, you cut 10% out of $1 billion and you have more than I can handle in my poor math that I can do. Now, when it comes down to things that you might be concerned about, highways, aviation, all of those things get cut. So you've got to understand that then you get into education programs, you get into health programs that the federal government helps to fund, sewers, water, all of those things are things that the federal government helps to fund. These are basic things that most people agree the federal government ought to be involved in. Well, the fact is you're going to be seeing that impact. College students, a lot of higher education programs are going to be cut. You're going to have an 8.2% across the board increase according to the administration's plan, and you're going to have the Pell Grant program, which is protected from the cuts, but other federal financial aid programs are not. Small businesses, I'm a small businessman. Most small businesses have a lot to do with the Defense Department. Defense Department is getting cut all over the place, and it's going to have serious cuts. In fact, already Boeing and a couple of other companies that do a lot of defense contracting have announced just after Election Day that they are laying off thousands of workers. So how's it going to affect you as a small business person? You're going to find that you're affected too. A lot of employees. The biggest source of jobs in this country is small businesses. Working families, and though you're going to be largely protected from the sequestration process, but again, a lot of things from education to job training, medical research, child care, worker safety, all of those programs that are there to protect you and to assist you, they're going to be cut as well. So the issue now is, will it occur? You're going to have a large say in that, because if you pick up the fact that it affects you, what you need to do is to pick up the phone, pick up the computer. It's easy to contact your member of Congress. You can do it. There are a lot of websites that are free websites. You go on them. You write your member of Congress, ask him or her what they are going to do to stop everything from falling off the fiscal cliff. Thanks very much for listening. If you need more information, please go to info@aldenstreet.com or to our Facebook page, facebook.com/theinnerloop.